Guy here. Today we're talking about the next generation of Xbox.
Oh,
because
really?
Microsoft just finished an hour-long presentation at the Game Developer Conference, GDC 2026, specifically about Project Helix, the next generation Xbox. And
But didn't you tell people it was canceled?
I followed it very closely.
No. You have followed it all the way to the graveyard. Aren't you the same person that said, Xbox is dead? Now all of a sudden, Dreamcast guy came out with a bombshell saying, I've been following it since the beginning. So now you're admitting that you have been grifting. Unbelievable. I mean, I can't believe this man says, I've been following it for quite some time. How could you follow something if the Xbox brand was dead? Man, you know what? Matter of fact, since you've been following that, we also have been following this channel as well. So let's see as to what you said back then.
Yes, guy here.
Who's
Today
this?
we're talking about the death of Xbox, because
I know this ain't the same person, is it?
2026 is the year that they just get shut down. I mean, it just feels...
This can't be the same person. I mean, let me see. I see the same games on the wall. I see the same red t-shirt. I see the same TV in the back of the wall. This cannot be. This cannot be the same Dreamcast guy. Hold on. You know what? Let's see.
Okay, here, and today we're talking about Xbox, but in a weird way, this might be the last Xbox video, because last night...
Yeah, we know that was a lie, man. This can't be the same person, man. Hey, there's somebody impersonating you there, Jimmy. What's going on here? Is this the same person?
A bunch of different leakers.
I mean, let me see. They got the same red t-shirt. You got the same games behind the back of the wall and the TV. Yo, there's somebody impersonating you, man. I don't know what's going on here, but somebody's impersonating Dreamcast guy. Because this apparently can't be the same guy.
Started sort of breaking a very big story. There was one, then another, then they all started to verify these different... Yes, guy here. Today we're talking about the death of Xbox, because I do truly believe that here in the next couple months, at the start of 2026, I fully expect that Team Green is just gone. I think that Microsoft is about to completely dismantle...
Yo, these videos be hitting differently, man. You know, you gotta go back and watch the Hood classics. You know what I'm saying? Yo, this man, he just got too many receipts.
The Xbox brand.
This is ridiculous.
Very likely canceling all future consoles, but it's also more than that. I think they're going to probably just try to split apart stuff. Maybe...
This is ridiculous, man. And you know what's crazy? You know, the one thing that hasn't changed is the red t-shirt. I mean, I mean, what are we doing here, man? You know, you've told people that Xbox is dead, that they don't even have a confirmed console, just to go far back to say, well, you know what? I've been following for quite... Yeah, we can see that. But you was following it to the death of Xbox, the graveyard, the end, should we all say, right? Now we're going back to the same Xbox hate propaganda, like always.
I don't think Project Helix even counts as a console. Maybe
Here we go. You see, I told you guys, here it comes with the... Stop with the excuses, Jimmy. Stop with the excuses, Jimmy. Stop with the excuses, Jimmy. It's not classified as a console, but it plays all the current existing Xbox games. Ain't that what J-Dub said? Oh, it doesn't play. It's just a PC with an Xbox skin. That's all it is. But you can't say that because it plays the catalog of the Xbox software from its console counterpart. Now all of a sudden, it's not an Xbox? You guys are just making up criterias as you go because you are seething that this new platform is coming out, man. And, you know, we just love the ponies. We just love that you hate it, man. Keep doing it. This is just entertainment. So while we sitting there playing on our Xbox, we can have something to laugh to later on.
I'm wrong, but we're going to go through all of it with a fine-tooth comb because, honestly, this just sounds like a PC with a controller. In fact, they even said that this is basically just going to be PC games that pop Xbox achievements. But let's go...
You hear this crap? You hear this, man. I mean, you can't make this up, man. Just admit it. We know you guys can't stand Microsoft, but to keep going as far to lie every single time. And if you're one of those fanboys that actually follow these people, we follow it to laugh at. Like, I mean, if you take any of this type of stuff seriously, then you have some problems in this community. And I mean, I think most PlayStation fans are waking up. I mean, most PlayStation fans are, you know what, I'm tired of this. I'm just going to go buy an Xbox. We're tired of listening. Matter of fact, we didn't buy an Xbox because it was people like you telling us not to buy one. But we're starting to all see the writing on the wall. We're all starting to see that all this is a nothing burger at this point. With how long this has been going, you know, I think people now will feel comfortable in buying the new Xbox because people are starting to see through the ruse. Like, this is unbelievable, bro.
PlayStation 2 stuff back, but I always thought that I was afraid that for the last couple of years, essentially, Xbox has stopped their game preservation efforts. You used to constantly get new next-gen, basically, upgrades to old-school games.
But hold on, what, bro? You're lying again. Microsoft has confirmed that they're bringing backwards. Bro, how do y'all listen to this? I can't believe this. Microsoft has confirmed that they're bringing backwards compatibility, and who is out here saying that that's not what they're doing? The only people not doing it is PlayStation. What are you talking about?
Take even original Xbox games or Xbox 360 games and make them 4K, 120 FPS.
They have been doing that since the Xbox One X. Where have you been? Oh, that's right. You've been on PlayStation.
And they just stopped doing it. It sounds like they're about to start doing that again.
Oh, okay. Please fix that, because you had everybody with that one. You really did. So how is this not a benefit? Look at, I see them 360. Look at that. There's 360 titles. Look at that. Everybody ones. Oh, that's a lot of games getting enhanced. Hopefully the PlayStation 6 can do this. This is going to be incredible, bro. I don't know what you guys are hating, but this is amazing. And on top of that, they calling it game preservation, which means that Microsoft cares about the purchases that you made in regards to making them better and better. This is crazy. Y'all think this is bad? You cannot be a real guy. I don't care if you don't like Xbox or not. You can't classify yourself as a real gamer if you hating on this. I'm just saying. And this is when the gaming community gotta tell you PlayStation boys to chill the hell out. Chill out, bro. Y'all doing too much. I see there's original Xbox games there. Look at this. And we already knew this because of the x86 hardware. So they're going to improve the games furthermore, as well as bring back the backwards compatibility program. I'm excited for this. That, to me, is worth buying the Xbox alone, on top of having Steam, good old games, and, bro, y'all, what? This is bad? I can't, what is Sony offering you that's better than what you're seeing right here? Nothing. Unless you think PlayStation 6 is going to clap back and say, we're going to make all our systems backwards compatible from PS1, 2, and 3. Because if that's what they was going to do, they wouldn't be making these remasters and remakes. They wouldn't be doing that. They would just make it backwards compatible like what Xbox is doing and give you the enhancements for free, more than likely. And there you go. Wow.
Hey, as part of our 25th anniversary, the game preservation team will release some iconic games from the past that are now going to be played in entirely new ways.
Woo! Let's go!
There's a way you could read this positive, and there's a way you could read this negative.
Of course. What you mean to say is that there's a way that you could read it as an actual gamer, like a real fan that's looking forward to playing games, or you could read it like a PlayStation fanboy and try to spin something that is actually good and find a way to turn it negative. This is all you guys do, bro. And I'm very disappointed with the gaming community for even being behind this type of behavior, because it's ridiculous, man. This is all about video gaming, man. You know, and the fact that we see something like game preservation, what is there not to be excited about? What is there to hate? Unless you're hating on the fact that you don't have that on your platform. Is that why you hate on it?
Let's say, if this is positive, I think this could...
If it's keyword if. Why you even got to throw the if in there? No, this is most definitely positive. How you going to try to spin this?
Possibly be more next-gen upgrades. More like chances to play old games and make them look even better. The bad way to read this is that
the bad way to read it is if Microsoft was Sony, and instead of, you know, remastering and making Gears of War 4 better, they charge you $60 for a remake. like how they doing with God of War Trilogy. That's the bad way they can do it. Matter of fact, the bad way Xbox can do this is by taking Halo 5 and instead of enhancing a game that's already enhanced, by selling the same game for $60. See, Sony don't do that. Oh, hold on, I just got a call that came in. Oh, Sony does. Oh, okay. Charging you for upgrades. Unbelievable, man. Oh, I'll pay for the $10 upgrade for my laptop for a remake. I'll pay for that. That's worth it. With no online multiplayer.
Been some talks directly from a lot of Microsoft people that they essentially want to like shove their old school games into AI and see what it spits out. They've even released videos of it. It's not a leak. They're very proud about the idea of basically making like, here's old school games. I don't know, like Halo 1. Let's get old school stuff like that. Mech Assault, something like that, right? Shove it into AI. Incredibly cool. Cross progression with Xbox will unify Xbox anywhere. So this is something that
we've already seen that because I was able to pull my Gears of War save file from the Xbox One and vice versa. So that is amazing. So you're constantly always going to have access to Xbox no matter what you're playing on, even if it's on a PlayStation. This is incredible. And the fact that you guys hate this, concept just shows to me that you're not a real gamer. I'm sorry, guys. I'm going to keep it 100. You're not a real gamer. Because I love the fact that I was able to pop achievements on my Xbox just for playing Gears of War on my PS5. I thought that was incredible. You know what I'm saying? Just from logging into the Xbox account. That is crazy. And what's funny about this whole Xbox Play Anywhere post, where's PlayStation? Hold on, I'm looking for it right now. Oh, they might be stopping exclusives, huh there, Jimmy? Oh, what's this? Oh, they might pull a Sony, huh? Because that's what a pony would be saying. But if they do, they do. But if they don't, I don't care. At the end of the day, Xbox is where the games is at.
Has, obviously, and I really think this is a good system where I do like the fact
that... you heard what he said. I think it's a good system. So does that mean you're going to buy one?
When I turn on my Steam machine or my PC or my Steam Deck, it automatically checks the cloud saves and transports.
You see how he gives credit for Steam for doing the same thing Xbox is doing with their next console? You see that? But then he'll bash Xbox for it. It makes no sense.
And it's a really cool system where basically...
It's only cool because it doesn't have the Xbox label, or should I say the D-badge, the Xbox skin, right?
Streaming something, I really like the idea that my cloud save, my most up-to-date file of like Slay the Spire 2 or whatever, is just instantly there. So it is interesting that if you look at this, it really does sort of convey, it would be interesting to play something on my ROG Ally X and then play it via Xbox Cloud. This is something that I feel like very few people are going to use, but this is the kind of feature that I think would be interesting, right? Is if I can pop achievements or trophies on my phone. I do want to quickly acknowledge, we're going to go through all of it. It is funny to me that they're advertising the Project Helix with the worst-selling Call of Duty of all time.
Stop with the excuses, Jimmy.
What do I know?
Stop with the excuses,
this next generation
Jimmy.
Of console is going to have a bunch of stuff that's supposed to make it extra good. A lot of people have talked about this deep texture.
Oh, no. Why are you skipping plays your Xbox console and PC games? Why are you skipping that? Why are you underlining that? No. Why you missed the one at the top? Why you do that? Why you redeem it? Why you do that? Why?
So this next generation
Why did you do that?
Is going to have...
Look at that. He completely skips over plays your Xbox consoles and PC games to highlight, which we already know, the other stuff.
Just stuff that's supposed to make it extra good. A lot of people
this is good. Stop the cat, bro.
Texture compression. You've never heard that term before. Some developers, it seems like each generation, there's like...
All I need to hear is play your Xbox console and PC games. Therefore, you got my purchase.
Specific, new piece of technology
that's all I needed to hear,
right? So with
and keyword Xbox console, my console games,
Xbox 360,
not the PC one that you got on the wall, Ally. Your console games.
Everybody was talking about crowd density technology. Bro. You know, the fact that now there could be...
This might even be one of the best Xboxes that we've seen in years since the 360, and we got people like you hating on it.
Hundreds of people on screen at once.
I'm excited for this.
Good. It was possible to control them all individually with the AI, right?
Absolutely
also,
incredible.
Then we've had stuff like ray tracing, solid state, reduced load times, all that different stuff. next generation tech, it does sound like deep texture compression is going to be this way to make games look better beyond just like having higher resolution or higher frame rate, something to add extra detail to make things seem extra realized. Now, again, a lot of people have almost been anti-ray tracing. Next Xbox coming in 2027. It sounds like they're going to be sending out developer kits in 2027.
Look at this.
So probably not going to expect like a 2027 release date for it, right? Here was a line that really stuck out to me though, right? The days of people defining themselves as console, PC, or mobile gamer don't really exist anymore. Roland is thinking about how to develop tools where players are going to play games across multiple.
Look at that. They can't stand to see it. Plays your Xbox, console, and PC games. They hate to see it, y'all. They hate to see it. So I guess according to D-Batch, this is a gaming console because it plays the Xbox console version of the games. Remember those narratives that they kept telling people with the ROG Ally to say that that's not an Xbox? Well, clearly this is one, because if it's not, then why does it play my Xbox console games? I mean, that's a terrible excuse or argument because the GameCube didn't play the 64 games, but yet it played its own software, but it was still a Nintendo product. So this is most definitely an Xbox console, according to the logic that you ponies have been saying. But of course, knowing them, they got to find a way to take the narrative and find another thing to complain about.
Devices. Now, this to me seems super odd because I feel like maybe I'm just in the bubble. Like,
Stop
maybe
with
it is
the
just that I spend so much
excuses,
time
Jimmy.
engaging with video games and talking to people about video games and checking out the conversations online. But it does feel like there are still these separate ecosystems in a lot of ways, right? PC gamers are over here customizing their rig.
And we'll be able to play PC games. I don't care.
As a potential project, it has a lot of potential. I think that next generation of Xbox is just coming at this from so far behind. I'm not sure it really will ever be relevant. Like, if they're actually going to try and compete against PlayStation, which already owns so much of the market, I feel like this thing has to be cheap. Not just like cheaper. I think this thing...
I don't care, bro. I'm buying one. I don't care what you people say. These same people talk about $1,000 consoles are the same ponies that picked up a PlayStation 5 for $1,000 from a scalper. And y'all want to sit there and talk about high price tags. We already know the prices of these consoles was going to go up regardless of what, you guys are seething about. At the end of the day, this is looking to be exciting. I'm loving the fact that I can carry my Xbox catalog. I can build a library on PC, get good old games, have different launchers of games that are not available on Xbox and still play them on there, possibly free online multiplayer. There's nothing for me to hate with this device. I'm sorry, guys. You know what I mean? Option of Game Pass, a plethora of games. This is incredible. Backwards compatibility coming back. These are all positives, man. And if you got rid of your Xbox because of these stupid ponies that forced you to go to PC, because that's what they wanted you to. Now, if you want to go to PC because you feel like consoles ain't enough, then that's perfectly fine. But I'm still rocking with the Xbox. I'll rock with PlayStation 6 as well, as long as they don't keep their platform closed and open things up a little bit and maybe let me have access to all the PlayStation games that I've been purchasing since PlayStation 1, 2, 3, and 3. Then maybe, we'll see how Sony going to counteract that. Because I would love for Sony to say, well, we got a PlayStation 6 that plays all PlayStation games. That would be awesome. But we all know Sony don't want to do that because they don't have the money to do that. And if they do, they'll probably charge you like they do now with the PS2 Classics, $15 for each game, just for trophies.
It needs to be like $700 or nobody's going to buy it. A lot of the
I'd rather buy that for $700 than a lousy PS5 Pro.
Saying that it's going to be between $1,000 and $1,200.
Oh, purchase already confirmed.
Maybe they'll find a way to make it cheaper, but right now, I'm still in that camp where it is very difficult to believe this console is ever coming out. And if it does...
What? You still doing this? You are still doing this? You know what? Let me hear this again. I can't believe you're still doing this.
Maybe they'll find a way to make it cheaper, but right now, I'm still in that camp where it is very difficult to believe this console is ever coming out. And if it does...
What camp are you talking about? What camp? What? This is delusion. I can't even say it's grifting. He hates it, guys. He's a PlayStation fanboy to the core. Take that Dreamcast hat off your head, man. Take it off. You are dishonoring the Dreamcast name every time he's wearing that cap on his head. What are you talking about? Are you serious? I can't believe it. I'm in disbelief.
$100. Maybe they'll find a way to make it cheaper, but
this has to be an illness.
Now, I'm still in the camp where
what camp?
It is very difficult to believe this console is ever coming out, and if it does...
Are you kidding me? I don't even know if this is grifting, guys. This must really be pony dust. This is what the pony dust is. He goes far to say that it's coming out and this, and you don't want to see it come out. You want it to fail. Say that. Say that. I would prefer if he just went out and said that. Just say that. I don't like Xbox. I don't like their company. I just want the brand to fail. Say that. At least be honest.